Hello there! Today I'm going to be sharing with you some of the books that for me fit under a certain category. It's taken me a while to even acknowledge that this category exists for me, but there are some books that I will be so hyped up for. Like, they get announced, I'm excited, they are released, and then I kind of just set it to the side and like never think about it again. This is not something I'm proud of, and I don't totally understand like why it is this way, but I also know that I'm not alone in this and with some of these books. So for today's video, I ask you, did anyone actually read this? This video is all in good fun, and all of these authors that I'm about to mention I love, respect, and adore, and if I didn't, I would not be mentioning their books. But I want to know in the comments how many of these books you have actually read. Maybe I'm just a piece of shit, or maybe we all are. The first book on my list is The Casual Vacancy by J.K. Rowling. See what I mean? See what I mean? Cause like you didn't read this. Do you see what I mean? But you said you were going to. But you didn't. Harry Potter was over. All anyone wanted was something new from J.K. Rowling. Perhaps a book 8. Perhaps anything else. We'll take whatever you have to give us, Joe. And then out comes The Casual Vacancy, and we all run to the bookstore and pick it up. And then we're like, and we read the first chapter and we were like, wow, what just happened? So we set it aside and we waited to hear what our friends were saying about it. And you know, like, we'll read it next month. You know, like, there's another book that we want to read first and we'll read it next month. And then the rumors start that, like, The Casual Vacancy might be boring. You know what? I'll read it next year. Yeah, you know, like, I'll divide it up into like 50 pages each and I'll read like 50 pages a month. And you're like, I can't not read The Casual Vacancy. Then here you are in 2016. Got lost on your shelf, did it? Okay, so maybe you did read The Casual Vacancy, but did you read 4, A Divergent Collection by Veronica Roth? Because I did not. Divergent is one of my absolute favorite trilogies. I love these books. I adore Veronica Roth. I think she's one of the most talented and brilliant authors of our generation. But there was something inside of me that could not pick up these 4 short stories about 4. For some reason, I knew this in my heart when I picked up this book. There it was on the bestseller list, and here I was paying for it. You know, I know plenty of people read this, but every time I talk to someone, they're like, oh yeah, I forgot about this. I never read this. You may have taken an Instagram picture with it, but did you actually read Go Set a Watchman by Harper Lee? I got you there. Rest in peace, Harper Lee. To Kill a Mockingbird is one of my favorite classics, and I had mixed feelings when Go Set a Watchman was announced, but in the end I was excited for it. I was there working at Barnes & Noble the morning that it came out. We opened at 7 a.m. and I really did think I would read this. Like, I was kind of excited to. And it was one of those things for me and many, many other people that did not come to fruition. I'm not saying I'm proud of these or that these books are bad, but like, did you actually read Go Set a Watchman? Did you? The next book I want to ask you about. Did anyone actually read The Kill Order by James Dashner? I know that I started to read it. I think that was the time that I was starting high school and I was kind of in a reading slump, and this was one of the books that never got picked back up. Every time I think about the Maze Runner series, I totally forget about this one. Completely slips my mind every time. I was a huge fan of the Maze Runner. I loved it, and I was pumped for The Kill Order, the prequel. Turns out once it was actually in my hands, whew, so excited. And the final book. I have no shame here. Did anyone actually read Maximum Ride Forever by James Patterson? The second final book in the Maximum Ride series. In case you don't remember, before Maximum Ride Forever, we had Nevermore, the final Maximum Ride adventure. And I've actually heard from people who did read this that it's a much better ending than the ending in Nevermore. However, I'm a big fan of letting endings be endings, so I don't know. I'm kind of just over this series and don't see myself going back to it. I'm sorry. Thank you for watching this video. If you've read these books, they were all pretty much bestsellers, so I'm not surprised. But if you're in the same boat as me, give this video a thumbs up. Again, this was all in good fun and I love all of these authors. Thanks for watching. I'll see you guys tomorrow and have a good one. Goodbye.